Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Wednesday, April 25th. Real estate is local. We know that, right? I mean, we've heard that phrase probably since we were kids. Yes, and yes, it's so true and it's so important to understand what's going on in housing. You probably have heard a dozen times by now that home prices fell yet again in the most recent Case-Shiller price report. And nationally, that's absolutely true. Any way you look at it nationally, there were price declines yet again. 0.8%, about 1%, the average home overall throughout the entire country. And when you take a look at the metro areas of the 20 largest cities, they were actually down 3.5%. And the metros, 16 of the top 20, were down yet again. But one of them that wasn't, Miami. Miami actually saw close to 1% appreciation, but here's what's more important. We're seeing the areas outside of Miami and Southeast Florida do even better. So that means parts of Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast actually saw their third consecutive month of price appreciation. And here's what we're seeing. Not only is the average home bouncing off of the bottom anywhere from 3 to 5% year over year in our area, but we're actually seeing the most desirable properties, those often that are waterfront type properties, appreciate 8 to 10%. So there is actually what you would consider strong year-over-year appreciation in those types of properties. This means two things. One, that what we have been talking about here and what I've been suggesting, which is I do believe that South Florida real estate is one of the single best places that you can be placing your money right now. That absolutely is showing to be true here over the past few months. And when we take a look at estimates from Zillow, for March, which we haven't received the numbers for, and April so far, it looks like the year-over-year appreciation could be even a little bit stronger. So, yes, we are seeing a better real estate market in our area than what you're hearing about nationally. And it's really important as well, if you're thinking about buying a property, to figure out what type of property it is and exactly where it is, because that can determine how much more you might end up paying year over year. Real estate is local now more than ever before, and we are seeing the bounce off the bottom in South Florida. Here's a good story. Debt. We're doing a much better job ourselves with it. Our debt to income ratio as a country is the lowest it's been since 1994. I thought that we learned our lesson coming out of the fiscal crisis in the fall of 2008. That was something that was built upon debt. We just got carried away with it. And, since we've done a lot of things, and most of them have been the right moves. We are debt averse. In some cases, a lot of people are scared of purchasing a home and are wanting to rent. Over the longer term, I'm not sure that that's the best idea. But with debt to income being at the lowest level since 1994, here's something that's very important. As we do have a recovering economy, the growth we see should be largely sustainable because it's not built upon something artificial, debt. It's built much more upon cash, something that we do have, something that we can spend, something that is sustainable. So yes, the economic growth is weak, but what we have right now at least is sustainable. And I'd much rather have that than a booming economy that's built upon debt and will come crashing down at some point. Now, if we can just get that to happen with our federal government. A couple things I want to touch on real quickly. Audi A6, a plug-in version. Not available here in the States yet, but they did release a prototype in Beijing yesterday. It'll get about 47 miles per charge. I'm not sure about this, but anyway, Audi might be coming out with a line of electric cars here in the States sometime next year. And Windows 8, the new operating system, is going to debut the first week of June. And by the way, you might have heard something about Apple's earnings. Oh my gosh, well, you talk about a phenomenon. 35 million iPhones sold in one quarter, and that's just for starters. That is the cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours, and we shall see you tomorrow.